You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, that did not take very long. When I found out yesterday that a Washington Redskins Commanders executive was actually caught on tape by James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe does great work, by the way. Used to be with Project Veritas. Now he actually runs O'Keefe Media Group. This executive was actually trashing Jerry Jones as being a racist. He actually said that a bunch of black players in the NFL are actually homophobic. He went off. He also trashed the fans as well. Now, folks, when I found out this, I knew that this guy's days were numbered. And I was right on the money. This guy has now been fired by the Washington Redskins. He no longer has a job. And Rhodes in his video yesterday was actually saying, I don't know how this guy's going to survive. Well, he's not going to survive. He's not. And I don't believe that Jerry Jones has a racist bone in his body. Actually, guys, he just had an interview with Stephen A. Smith yesterday. It's actually on Stephen A. Smith's YouTube channel. I'm about halfway through it. I believe it's like an hour. It's a very, very good podcast with Stephen A. Smith. I don't believe for a second that Jerry Jones is racist. Now, we all know that Jerry Jones is definitely against players kneeling for the national anthem. That doesn't make you racist whatsoever. It doesn't. Now, the Tari Poe was actually cut from the Cowboys. Why? Because this guy was overweight, and it really didn't help that he also kneeled for the national anthem. Well, let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys can also support us by becoming a member on blackandwhitenetwork.com or supporting us on Locals, both for just $5 per month. Check the links in the description. So let's jump over here to ESPN. Commanders fire VP for comments on players Jones and Roger Goodell. It says here, the Commanders have fired an employee one day after a video surfaced in which he made comments about the team's players being anti-gay, accused Cowboys owner Jerry Jones of being racist, and called NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell a $50 million puppet. Now, the thing is, man, Roger Goodell is actually supposed to be speaking for the owners. And Jerry Jones asked Emmitt Smith, asked Michael Irvin if Jerry Jones is a racist. I'm pretty sure they're going to vehemently disagree with Jerry Jones being a racist. Maybe he was talking about that photo back from the 1950s when Jerry Jones was in the back and you actually had these white guys in the front trying to intimidate, I guess, this black student from attending that school. Yeah. But anyway, I believe this guy's name is pronounced Rael Enton, Washington's vice president of content the previous 4 years, also criticized fans and called them mouth breathers. Wow. The team on Thursday confirmed the firing via a spokesperson, but had no other comment on the matter. Washington had suspended Enton on Wednesday, and he lasted 1 day suspended, guys. Wow. Shortly after the video from O'Keefe Media Group was played on social media platforms. According to the video, Enton had met the woman on the dating app, Hingy. That it? Never heard of it. But she turned out to be undercover for the media group. They met twice in June at restaurants in D.C. In a statement Wednesday, the team said it would investigate the situation. Less than 24 hours, it fired Enton. I mean, you got the whole thing on social media. What more is there really to investigate, folks? Really? Quote, the language used in the video runs counter to our values at the Redskins organization. Yes, you are the Redskins. A Redskins spokesperson said in the initial statement. Enton told the undercover reporter that over 50% of our rosters is white religious, and God says, F the gays. Their interpretation, I don't buy any of that. Another big chunk is low-income African Americans that come from a community that is inherently very homophobic. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I also told you this before, man. I'm black. I'm from the black community, and there's no doubt about it, guys. The alphabet mafia stuff does not play well in the black community. All this stuff, man, about the alphabet mafia, it is mainly white liberals pushing this. A whole bunch of black people aren't down with this stuff. Just being honest, he wasn't wrong about that. Anyway, he also said, quote, I don't think the commissioner of the NFL hates gay people. Isn't Roger Goodell's brother gay? So that's probably why. Hates black people. Jerry Jones, who really runs the NFL, I think he hates gay people and black people. That is idiotic, man. That is idiotic. First of all, I don't think he has any proof that Jerry Jones actually hates gay people. I mean, where's the proof on that? Black people, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, the players that play for Jerry Jones, they love him. And the majority of those players are black. Enton, who was with the Jets for 2 years before coming to Washington, called the league's social justice initiatives performative. He's not wrong about some of this stuff. I believe all this social justice stuff is just to look good in front of the cameras. I really, really do. Quote, it's not done out of the goodness of their heart, he said. It's done because George Floyd changed the game. It's to make as much money as possible. The NFL cares about the bottom line, like any corporation, above all else. Now, when he says performative, I mean, in the end zones, man, they're still putting in racism, and it takes all of us. And I've been saying for a while now, after 4 years, man, you still haven't figured out how to end racism. Now, are they actually going to have those signs in the end zones? I'm very, very curious about that. I guess we'll see tonight during the Chiefs game. Enton said that because the league makes so much money, it can, quote, can full prioritize DEI for the sake of good publicity. He also said on the video that most of the fans are high school educated alcoholics. Man, that's pretty brutal right there. And called them mouth breathers. On the video, Enton also called some players, said some players are dumb as hell, and said some who were smart don't stay that way after getting hit in the head too many times. Man, I messed that up. But anyway, he also said those who, quote, get their heads knocked around a few times are more susceptible to conspiracy theories. Man. Enton also told the reporter, whose name was not revealed and who can be heard on the video but not seen, that his job was to sell hope. 3 years ago, there were videos of pipes leaking at then FedEx Stadium. Fans said it smelled like sewage, but Enton said he tweeted out that it was just water. Quote, that, he said, is state-run media. Well, this guy now, since he spilled all of the beans right on some stuff I don't necessarily agree with, the NFL didn't like him actually talking about this stuff, especially when it came to social justice stuff and calling Jerry Jones a racist. Nah, that's not going to fly, man. I mean, Jerry Jones is probably the most powerful owner in the league. I don't believe the man's racist whatsoever. I'm not buying into any of this stuff, man, whatsoever. Now we know that Stephen A. Smith is one of the biggest race hustlers out there in sports media. This man doesn't believe Jerry Jones is racist. Not at all. Not at all. Stephen A. acts like he really, really does hate the Cowboys, and he probably does. But he does have a lot of respect for Jerry Jones. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.